Hi everybody, Angela Carboni here. I hope you guys are all having a awesome Thursday afternoon at about 3:05 my time here in Alberta. So I will let some of you guys jump on here and we'll get started. Uh, what I want to talk to you about today is, you know, don't be alarmed by the name of this video, okay? I'm not calling anybody stupid. I just want to hi Del, I just want to get your attention. When I do these videos, I want a title that gets your attention, okay? So what has been happening, it seems like, for the people that I'm working with and the people that I surround myself with, who are all incredible people. Hi, Kim. Is there's some cross thinking going on in the world that most people probably don't even realize they're doing, which is taking advice or listening to people in your life who are the wrong people to listen to. Okay, so for instance, I got some notes here because I didn't want to forget anything. But for instance, let me ask you this. Would you take financial advice? Hi, Roseanne. Would you take financial advice from someone you know is broke? Okay, so just comment below and tell me. Would you honestly take financial advice from someone you know is broke? Is that logical? Is that a logical way of thinking? Okay. Would you go to somebody who rents their apartment and ask them how you would go about buying a house? Okay. So you wouldn't do that, right? Hello, Nevid, Roseanne, hi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Nevid. I hope, whatever, sorry. These are the decisions that people are making every day, okay? Would you go to somebody who's unhealthy for health advice? Right? Would you take legal advice from a gangster? Probably not going to help you out too much there, kind of thing. Would you take relationship advice from someone who you know hates their relationship or isn't happy in their relationship or can't make any relationship work, whether it's with their significant other or with their siblings or with their parents, or, if every one of their relationships in their life is in shambles, would you take relationship advice from those people? You probably wouldn't, So would you take advice from somebody on how to change your life if they are still stuck living the same day over and over and over and over again? Okay. Likely you wouldn't, And if these are the people you're listening to, then that's where the change need to happen. That's where the first change needs to happen right away. Okay. If you guys are getting some, value out of this, give me some hearts, give me some love, show me that I'm giving you some sort of value. Okay. Because, I think about it too. Like, I mean, even when it's your own family, like maybe it's your parents or your dad or your mom, and they're giving you advice about certain things. Well, are your parents living the life that you want to live? Or do you want a different life than what your parents, had? You know what I mean? Like, so even if it's the people close to you, they could still be giving you the wrong advice. Okay? So that you guys know a little bit about me, some of you that are my friends, you know about this, but some of you don't. Back in 2011, I used to be an emergency medical responder on the oil and gas rigs. Hi, Scott. And I was driving to my rig in High Level, Alberta, when I had a near fatal car accident. I was struck from the front by two semis in a Ford truck. I broke my right arm, shattered my right leg, head injury, back injury, nerve damage, you name it. And, that accident, thank God it happened, because it woke me up. It woke me up to the fact that this was not a life that I was living that I wanted to live, I mean, being an EMR on the rigs, I made great money. It's oil and gas money. I made huge money, but I was gone on a rig 3 weeks of the month and, didn't get to really spend any of that money or have any fun time for me, And back then I had moved into this 2-bedroom apartment in transition of buying a new house. And I had my accident. So I was stuck in this nightmare 2-bedroom apartment for 2 years, fighting with WCB, going through surgeries, all this kind of stuff, Now I live in a over 3,000 square foot house on 1.5 acres of land here in Leduc County. It is absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. I can see, I can see stars at night and deer come up to my patio. And I mean, I could not be more happier. I could not be happier. I don't know what else there is in my life that I need, that I don't have. I mean, all I ever wanted, I have. And I still remember the days when I was wishing to have exactly what I have today. I think that when it comes to what I do for a living with network marketing and direct sales and things like that, people immediately, they're excited and they get started and they go and tell somebody, maybe their coworkers or something, and their coworkers or their family or whoever, like, oh, this is not going to work, you're going to fail, blah, 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 right? But the difference there is you went and got yourself informed. You contacted me somehow, or whoever you're working with, and you said, I would like to know more about this. So, hey, Terry, so you got informed. You were explained the business and the business model and how you can be successful with it. These people who you go to and you say, oh, Dad, or oh, my best friend, or whoever, and you say, I just got started with this business, they don't know what you know. They don't have your knowledge on the business, on the information, on the opportunity. They don't know it, right? So they're immediately just, oh, well, this isn't going to work. Well, how do they know it's not going to work? You haven't told them anything about it yet. They don't have the education that you have. Okay. It's interesting because, we often have people in our lives who we care about, who we love. They're wonderful people, who honestly expect us to fail or expect us not to have a grand life. You know what I mean? There's people who love you right now who just think, well, be happy in your day-to-day and don't venture out of that day-to-day life for something more, just be happy with what you have. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be happy with what you have. You should be, but if it's not all you want, and if there's something else in your life that you want, and there's other goals that you want to achieve, then leave the naysayers behind. Close your mind to this, you're going to fail, you're going to fail, you're going to fail, they don't know what you know. There's no reason for them to automatically say that you're going to fail other than the fact that it scares them, number one. Any new idea that people don't understand scares the living crap out of them, okay? And number two, they don't understand it. They don't have the knowledge that you have. And number three, what's worse is they think they do. They think they know exactly what you're talking about. They think they know exactly how it works. And they think they know that it's a pyramid scheme. And they think they know that it's a scam. So that is their perception. That is their truth. They think that all multi-level marketing or direct sales or network marketing or online marketing, internet marketing, any of it is a scam. If that's where they're at and it's in their head that it's a scam, you're never going to change their minds. Okay? But the people who get involved with me and the community I work with, they're open-minded people. They're open-minded people who have looked at their lives and said, you know what, this isn't what I want. And I don't want my dad's life or my mom's life or my sister's life or my best friend's life. I want my own life. Corey, and those people are broke. Exactly, right? So this is what I'm saying. When you're getting started in a new venture or when you're getting started in anything in your life, even if you're not going to use this knowledge for your business, or if you're just going to think about what I'm saying in terms of who you go to for advice, don't go to broke people for financial advice. Don't go to unhealthy people for health advice. Don't go to, people who rent their home to learn how to go get a mortgage and buy your home. The other thing that's always interesting to me is people get used to the prison that they're in. And hi, Troy. And this is really funny to me because I used to work in a prison, and I used to work at the Edmonton Max here, the Edmonton Max for Men. And there's this guy I used to work with years and years ago. I left in 2010, who always sees my posts and always comments that he likes them and he's always interested. And then so finally, I think a couple months ago, I sent him back a message and I was like, look, you're always liking my posts. Do you want me to tell you what I'm doing? Do you want to try something else to get yourself out of that prison? And he said to me, it's incredible how comfortable you can get to be in the prison that you're in. right? And he works in a prison. So if you really truly look at your life and your job and your day to day and what you have to do, are you in a prison? Whether it's a cubicle or whether you have your own corner office, is it still really where you want to be in life? Or do you want to be doing something else? Do you want to be making money from home? Do you want to be traveling the world? Do you want to just be able to make it to your kids? Hey, Frank, do you want to just be able to make it to your kid's soccer game or gymnastics or that you're not getting to? Do you want to be able to spend more time with your spouse and or your parents or whoever? Like, I mean, all of these things are options in life, okay? You just have to have an open mind and take a step into learning about them. That's all you have to do, all right? Like, the other thing that most people freak out about is one thing that stops most people is fear, you know? Bottom line, fear can stop you from doing practically anything, you know? Most of you probably know that fear is just false evidence appearing real, you know? Fear to me is just face everything and rise. That's how I kind of use the word fear, you know? Is fear real? Absolutely. You know, and I get a lot of people who are like, well, what if I fail? You know, and I'm like, well, what if you succeed? You know, well, what if it doesn't work? Well, what if it does? You know, I mean, and everybody says this, but as flat as a pancake is, it always has two sides, right? So, you know, if your mind is saying, what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I fail? Then try to change your thinking into what if you succeed? What would happen in your life if you succeeded at something that you try to do? You know? So look at the thinking, look at the people you're surrounding yourself with, the people you're taking advice from. You know, they're probably, I'm sure they're great people, you know, I'm sure they love you and they have your best intentions at heart. They do, you know, but it just doesn't mean that failures are good, takes you to the next level, Corey. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. There's going to be obstacles in your life, whether you do your own home business or whether you work for somebody else. There's going to be obstacles that come up in your life that you're going to have to overcome. Everybody has to have that. Everybody does, you know. And the other thing I want to touch on quickly is, you know, don't wait until you have a near fatal car accident to change your life. You know what I mean? Like I am grateful that I had that accident every day because it woke me up and it just turned me in a totally different direction in my life, into a direction I wanted to be going in and things I wanted to be doing. And, you know, I am unbelievably grateful for my accident, but I hope it doesn't take something like that for you to wake up in your life. And I hope this video is going to resonate with you and say to you, you know, Angela's right. I am not really happy. I am not really living the life I wanted. I wanted so much more out of my life, and then strive to find a way to get it. You know, if you want to know more about what I do, you can comment I'm in below this post and I will get back to you. Tonight is totally awesome. Thursday nights rock. We have a live free webinar going at 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That shows you everything that I'm doing online. Like it's the group I work with, the community I work with, the 90% automated system that we have, you know. So if you want more information about what I'm doing to be a successful entrepreneur from home, then go ahead and comment I'm in below and I will send you the link to the webinar tonight. I mean, you know, guys, it's, tomorrow isn't promised to anybody. And I say that a lot because when my accident happened to me, like, you guys, I should be dead. I honestly should be. Nobody should have survived the accident I had, and I did. And so it really, really clued into me that tomorrow is not promised to anybody. So today is when you have to take action. Today is the now. Today is the present. Okay? Hey, Draculin, nice to meet you. Thank you. I appreciate your comment. You know, like, what are you waiting for? Honestly, what is it you're waiting for? Because if you're waiting for the perfect time, that's never going to happen. You know, I mean, I don't have kids, but I often, you know, I have friends who are like, well, we're waiting to have our first kid. We want to buy our house first. We want to do this and we want to do that. There is no really perfect time for you to have a baby. You know, there's no really perfect time for you to start a business. There's no really perfect time for you to get married, you know, or whatever. Like, I mean, if you're waiting for the perfect, you know, or perfection in your life, that's not going to show up. It's just not. Life is not perfect. Life is messy. Okay. So, it's interesting to me because I have other people who are interested in my business and they're like, well, I'm going to wait and see how this person does in it. And then maybe I'll join. Right. And I think that is just such backwards thinking, because why would you wait to see if somebody else is going to be successful before you allow yourself to be successful? That's totally backwards to me. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, or I'm not trying to call anybody out or anything like that. But just think about that to yourself for a minute and think, well, I want to wait and see how Angela does. Angela's got to make 6 figures before I get in. Well, why do I have to be successful before you give yourself a shot at being successful? Right? Like, I mean, that's a little bit backwards to me. So, I really want you guys to think about who you're getting your advice from. I really want you guys to think about who you're surrounding yourselves with. If you're surrounding yourselves with broke, negative people who hate their jobs and you want more out of life, then you might want to find other people to hang around. Okay. And that's one thing that's incredible about our community, is that we're all driven, happy, passionate, positive entrepreneurs who just want to spread that. We have such a passion for helping other people that we want to spread it around. Like, that is one of my biggest passions. Is I want more success stories. I want more people who are saying, you know what, because I met Angela and because I got introduced into this system, my life has changed into the life I wanted. That's what motivates me. That's what drives me to do what I do. I want the success stories. I want to know that my life has mattered to other people. I want to know that I have helped society and people the best I can. I want to know that on my deathbed. Okay. And for some people, we had a couple of deaths in our family last year, and I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that my mom and my stepdad both died in 2016, and I'm pretty sure they both died with some regrets. They both died thinking, you know what, I didn't really get to live my life to the fullest. And I'm not just saying that about my mom and stepdad. I don't know if that's true. It's what I feel. I don't know. But I bet you that's pretty much anybody. If you really haven't done your best to live your life to your fullest, you're going to have regrets on, when it's your time to leave this earth, kind of thing. And I know I'm getting really deep here. I don't know if this is helping you guys at all. But I don't know. Let me know if you like it, like what I'm talking about. Give me some hearts, give me some likes. Let me know if you're getting any value from this. But that's what motivates me. And that's what drives a lot of the people in our group, in our community, is to just help as much as we can, and we know that there's a better life out there because we're living it, and there's nothing overly special about the people in our group. We are all just regular average people who all had average jobs or whatever, did the day-to-day, who just decided and made a decision that wasn't good enough. I wasn't going to settle for that. We weren't going to settle for that. We wanted more out of life, and we went after it and we got it. That does not make anybody special. We are not overly incredible people. We just took a different direction in life. We made the decision to take a different direction in life. And now we are where we are. You know what I mean? Loving life, traveling the world, getting to do what we want to do when we want to do it. Wake up in the morning, whenever the hell you freaking want to, not with an alarm clock, so I hope this has given you guys some value. Again, if any of you want the link to the webinar tonight, just comment I'm in below and I will send it to you. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you. I want to help as many people as possible this year. I want to do, some crazy, awesome, good work, and yeah. So I'm going to sign off for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment I'm in if you want more info from me, and I'll see you guys on the inside, or I'll see you on my next Go Live. So you guys have a wonderful Thursday evening, and I love and appreciate all of you, and we'll talk to you again soon. Ciao for now.